Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's On the Road Again latest vlog from the lovely P&O Iona. Now today it's a sea day, it's our final day as we head back towards Southampton, and we are going to take you on a ship tour starting at deck 8 and working our way up to the top deck, and we'll show you all the way around there. But first, come and join us as we head into the main dining room to have our final breakfast of this cruise. Hi, we're James and Rob, and this is our dog Oscar. We love travel in all its forms, so join us on our next adventure as we head out on the road again. So we've come down to the Aqua dining room for our breakfast, which is one of the included restaurants, main dining room restaurants, one of the smaller ones. And this is the breakfast menu. And yeah, we got quite a nice table by the window. It's a lovely day, smooth, warm and sunny. So we joined the virtual queue and there was 12 people in the queue, and it only took about, well, probably less than 10 minutes to say that our table was ready. So that was pretty good. Anyway, we'll be back with you when breakfast arrives. It's the little things that make all the difference on this ship. So for example, James has had his breakfast and it has eaten it all, and my breakfast is nowhere near to be seen. So you would kind of hope that they would realise that two people would want to eat together and bring the food out at the same time, but I've been waiting 15-20 minutes, no sign of breakfast, so that's slightly annoying. So I've watched James eat his breakfast and he can watch me eat mine. So my breakfast has finally arrived. Poached egg on sourdough toast looks very nice. So I'm going to eat it and James can watch me. So we are on deck 6, the Gala deck, and you can see the various things that are here, and you get a sense of the direction of everything. So at the very end you've got one of the main dining rooms, which is the Coral restaurant, and here's what you can have for lunch on a sea day. Let's just then walk through. I was planning on getting up pretty early this morning to do this, but I couldn't get out of bed in time. So you're seeing the ship during the day on a full sea day. Opal, which is another of the main dining rooms. This is one of the bigger ones.
No, smaller ones.
No, I thought it was Pearl and Aqua, the smaller ones.
Aqua and whatever this one was.
Oh, this is Opal, so one of the smaller dining rooms that's not open for breakfast, but is open for lunch today. And then carry on. We're walking from the back of the ship to the forwards, from the aft to the forward, from one of the other main dining room restaurants, which is where we have just had breakfast, and this is Aqua. And then Anderson's bar is on our left, which is a really nice chilled out area. It's called the Library, but if you want to come and sit, chill out, play board games, then this is a great place to come. And there is a bar here as well that's not open at the moment. Then on the other side you've got the Ocean Studios, which is the cinema, and they have different films showing every day, so you can see the 4 that are showing today. And we did actually come here and watch a movie, which was quite good fun. You completely forget that you're on a cruise ship. So that's the Ocean Studios. You can see here where they are, the distillery, the gin distillery, and they have this Maribel gin. We're going to grab a bottle of that. before we go. So it tells you a little bit about the distillery if you want to read it there. Then carrying on, walking forward, here's the backside of Anderson's bar, and then that leads you into the main atrium area of the ship, which is where the Costa coffee is, and you can see the queues. We ordered coffee the other day. It took about 40 minutes for the coffee to arrive, but you can also do it as a takeaway. And then there's the harbour shop here. The
710 Club and that's
Oh yeah, the 710 Club over there. If you can get in, we didn't manage to get in on this trip.
and the Emerald Bar.
And then the Emerald Bar. You should be doing the dictation. The Emerald Bar here. See what a lovely, smooth day it is out here. They're carrying on, heading towards the front of the ship now. You can see what's different things that are on. Then we come into the delightful art gallery, where you can buy art or bid on art. Not quite sure what really, because we've never even considered it, although we do think the art on here is a little bit more tasteful than on the American cruise ships that we've been on. Here's the Limelight Club, and this is the dinner and music club that costs £25, I think. Oh, you get the menu. And you can see on our cruise that Matt Terry is performing, and here is the menu. You need to book this in advance because you're probably very unlikely to be able to book it once you're on the cruise ship. Carrying on, more art. And then on our left we're coming up to the spa area. So if you want to book your massage or have your nails done or any other kind of treatment, then the spa is the place to be. And then at the very front of the ship we come to the Headliners Theatre. I'm not sure if this is actually open at the moment, possibly not. So can I show you in? No, I can't, it's shut, probably rehearsing, but that's where the headliners are. Here's showing you what's on at the clubhouse today. So that is floor deck 6. Okay, on to deck 7, the parade deck, and you can see where we are at the forward of the ship by the theatre, and you can see the various different things that are on this level. So let's just walk through, and this time we're walking from the front of the ship to the back of the ship. So come through the casino. I think this, because this is a British ship, the casino is a lot more subdued and smaller compared to casinos that we've seen on Celebrity and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian. But we're not gamblers, so we haven't been in there. Then this is another bar, Brody's bar. Haven't spent any time in here, but another place that you can chill out. Then carrying on walking through, we're coming back to the second level of the main atrium. So here you get a really good sense of this huge glass pane. The one thing that's great about this ship is that you have lots of places where you can get great sea views. Then got the Glass House restaurant, which we decided not to eat in the end. It's the only restaurant we haven't eaten in because we didn't particularly like the menu. Then through here we've got some of the shops. So this is a watch shop. On the other side you've got the cellar door, which is another bar area. I don't think we've been in there either. One of the things we like about the shops here is that they are selling more practical things that you see in a shopping mall rather than the sort of knickknacks that a lot of cruise ships have. So here's jewellery shop on our left. And of course there's lots of sales in inverted commas on to get you into there, and clearance events, but all jewellery, electrical gadgets. I mean, it's busy here. Here's a staircase that takes you up to Sindhu, the next layer. And then it is a bit like walking through a shopping mall here, and I say that in a sort of good way rather than a bad way, because like I say, the shops on here are more practical and stuff that you actually might want to buy. Yeah, here's an overall deck plan of the whole ship, in case you want to pause that and look at that. More shops. There's a shop on here selling sort of Norwegian-y type things, all those things that you never knew you needed. And then up ahead is the fourth of the main dining rooms, the Coral restaurant. We only ate in the main dining room once and it wasn't bad. Portion sizes were quite small, which is saying a lot for me because I'm not a big eater. So just crossing onto the other side of Deck 7, you come into the shore experiences and the cruise booking on your right, and you can imagine today that it's pretty busy in here, and they're obviously enticing you to book your next cruise while you're on here with various deals. And then just crossing through to on the other side of Deck 7, there's more shops here. Here's a duty-free shop where you can buy all your duty-free stuff, but some of the prices don't seem too bad. And a perfume shop, we bought some Molten Brown shower gel in here, which was a reasonable price. And again, they've got lots of deals going on almost every day. And then on your left you can come and see all the photos that you've had taken. One of the nice things about this cruise is that they're not constantly hassling you to have your photo taken, which is good. And then guest services here, a lot of people queuing today. We've passed through here a few times and there hasn't been long queues, so I don't know, I guess today people are sorting out their final cruise accounts. And then we're back through to the other side of the main atrium and the glass house. We're on Deck 7 still, and this part of the theatre is open, so I thought I'd quickly take you in and show you the theatre, which is pretty large. We're actually due to see a show in here tonight, but we'll see if we can actually get in, even though we've booked it, because we booked a show on Wednesday. But the queues were so huge that something was up with the system that we couldn't, or we just didn't want to queue for 7,000 hours. I'm not very good at queuing, and definitely didn't want to be queuing on my holiday. Anyway, that is the Headliners Theatre. I suspect they've got some enrichment talk on here today, and obviously in the evenings they've got the various shows and performers. So this is Deck 8, the Promenade deck, and we are at the front of the ship walking towards the back of the ship. So follow. Yeah, so we're at the front of the ship walking to the back. Talk about backseat drivers. Okay, so first of all we're at the Keel and Cow. This is called the Promenade deck, by the way, because you can walk outside to go, and you can actually walk all the way around the ship, I believe. Anyway, the Keel and Cow, kind of in the same area that the glass house is downstairs. and we've eaten here a couple of times now. We've had breakfast here, so this is all the Keeling Cow here, and we've also had dinner here one night as well, which actually ended up being our most expensive meal, but not really the best meal. And we're coming to Ripple's, which is your gelato place, which is nice. We had some ice cream here the other day, and a sweetie shop here that I can't keep James out of because he loves going in there. And nice place to sit and grab your ice cream. I think it was about £3.50 for a scoop, or £4 something for a couple of scoops. James had a Knickerbocker Glory the other night, which was about £6. It's not bad pricing.
And you can get Costa coffee too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you want to grab a coffee, but you don't want to stand in the main atrium, get a coffee here. You can see there's no queues compared to the coffee shop in the main atrium. Another area to sit down. And then on our left is Sindhu, which is a place we ate at last night. It was really nice. Here's the menu. So basically, if you book it in advance, I think we paid £20 in advance to book it, and obviously that comes off your bill, and then you get a further 20% discount off your bill because you booked it in advance. So that's a good tip, worth doing, because obviously they sell out quickly. Now we're coming into the Keys area, and these are almost like the little food stalls where you can get different foods. So you can see here you can get fish and chips, which we haven't had yet. You can get some Asian food, which we had on the first day. And then the last one is an American Grill, which is a burger place. And actually these do serve breakfast as well. So I feel like the Keys are sort of a halfway house between the main dining room and the buffet. Pardon? Oh yeah. And then as well as the Keys, you've got these little areas where you can get fruit salads and things in the morning. Then the Olive Grove restaurant where we ate the other night, which is nice. It's shut right now. There's James. And then through here is the clubhouse, and again we've walked through here a couple of times when there's been some music on. It's just not our cup of tea really, but this gets really popular in the evening, and again lovely place to sit, certainly if you want a bit of quiet now and chill. Oh, it looks like some kind of kiddie thing going on there at the moment. And again you can see on the outside that the promenade deck has the promenade that you can walk all the way around. And so this is a big venue where there's live music at night, and like I say, last night we walked through here and it was super busy, so it's definitely a popular place. Can't really comment on how long it takes to get a drink. Certainly from other YouTube videos we've watched, people have sort of said how delayed it is getting a drink, and we've only actually bought one drink in the Crow's Nest upstairs and it wasn't too bad. That sounds bad, doesn't it? It's mainly because we've been drinking wine with our meals and having a gin in our room before we left. So don't forget, you're allowed to bring 2 litres of alcohol and as much soft drinks as you like. So we bought some 1 litre per person, so 2 litres. And so we bought a bottle of gin and some tonic and some Diet Coke, and that has sort of kept us served us well during this trip. So that is the clubhouse, which is at the back of deck aft. James corrects me. What are we on, deck 8? Yes. Of deck 8. So we thought we'd take you outside. This is oh blimey, it's bright, deck 8, and you get a sense of what it's like out here. It's actually a lovely day today. It's really calm. It's obviously a bit windy because we're at sea, but you can see how nice it is. Now there's more decks upstairs, and actually we found deck 19, I think it was, where there's a little sun deck that not a lot of people were actually using. So if you want to get away from it, that's probably what we're going to do shortly once we've done this, is head out there. Some of the restaurants you can sit outside, which is nice, so it's protected from the wind by the barriers, but obviously you can be sitting outside enjoying the atmosphere. As you can imagine today, since it's the last day of the cruise and it's sunny and warm, everyone's outside enjoying. Sorry?
The sunny side is busy.
Yeah, that's true. We're on the sunny side at the moment. Anyway, this is the promenade deck. One thing that's good about the ship is that when you see the walls with the blue plates, you know you're at the front of the ship. Then you'll see walls with grey plates, means you're in the middle of the ship, or walls with red plates, you're at the back of the ship. And so this is deck 16, the Lido deck, and you can see the various restaurants and the buffet that is on deck 16. So you can enter the Skydome through deck 16 as well. There's more ice cream that you can buy here at Sundays, and also Laguna Bar. Then when you walk through to the other side, you come into the Horizon restaurant, which is the buffet, and also the beach house. So this area is the beach house. We ate here on our first night, and this is where you can get the steaks on the slates or the salt blocks, which is really nice. But it looks like the beach house is shut at lunchtime, although you can come and sit here, and then comes into the buffet. So you can get water here, you can also just get regular coffee, and let's just see what's on offer in the buffet. So lots of different desserts. There's a carvery, some Indian food, salads, it looks nice, fresh salads, bread, over and cheese, or bread and butter actually over here. More salads. Let's walk through first. Some meats, sandwiches, cheese and biscuits, vegetarian options. There's the chickens on the rotisserie. So the food actually looks nice at lunchtime. So that is the buffet area. We're going to grab something to eat and then be back with you. So got a bit of salad from the buffet. I'm not massively hungry, so having a bit of salad as well, try and be vaguely healthy before, no doubt, we eat loads of desserts. So this is deck 17, the Skydome, which during the day is a place where you can come and chill and swim by the pool, and at night they put these shows, either a music show or like an acrobatic Cirque du Soleil type of show, which we saw one of them, which was pretty good. So that you can get to it from deck 16 down there or deck 17 up here. So this is the layout of deck 17. You can see where we are, and you've got the reef and stuff, which is the kids stuff, and then at the other end we'll walk through to the other end with the Epicurean and so on. Okay, so down this way on deck 17, forward, thank you James, is the Epicurean, where we've eaten once. We're eating tonight for our last meal, which is supposedly the posh dining room.
crow's nest.
And the crow's nest. And you can see this is all really nicely, tastefully designed. So the crow's nest is a place you can come and watch sailing away. Here's the Epicurean through there to our left, and here's the menu. And you pay a one-off fee to go to the Epicurean, and then all the food is included. And then this is the crow's nest bar, which you can see has got beautiful views of the sea all the way around. And there's another chilled place to come and watch sail away or just chill out during the day. So that's the forward part of deck 17. So this is the Ivory Suite, which is deck 17, and it's a conference room area, I guess, where they do corporate dues. Opposite the Epicurean and the crow's nest, which we've already seen. Now on deck 18, we're going out to the sun terrace. So I've just come out into the smoking area there. You can just see the Skydome up ahead. We're just trying to get to deck 19 to the quiet area. So I found a little walkway. You can grab a towel for free, and we're going up. Follow James, basically. Thanks. Now up again to the sun terrace. I've got a feeling it might be a bit windy up here. It's a little games area. See, what's nice here is that the ship is super busy. Yeah? The ship is super busy. But there are places that you can find to sit out, so we're just going to chill and read for a bit up here. We just come into the beach coma, I think it's called. This is the adults only area, which has a little pool, seating area and a bar. Now this cruise we're on doesn't have a lot of kids, so it hasn't made a lot of difference. And through here is the retreat, and this is the area that you can stick my camera through there. This is the area that you pay for if you want to go into the retreat. So that's deck 18 at the forward. Oops. Okay, so our starters have arrived. I've got the red pepper parfait, which certainly looks very well presented. James has got the ham that he had the other night, and we've got a virgin Bloody Mary and some nice bread. So let's hope it looks as good as it. It tastes as good as it looks. Okay, our main courses have arrived. I've got the the tiger prawns off the shell.
That comes with soy noodles. I have here stir-fried and oriental vegetables as well. And your selections of sides, broccoli, spinach. You've got chips and another broccoli as well.
Great.
Would you like fresh black pepper?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got quite quite a lot of vegetables. Not quite sure we're going to work our way through all of that. James has got the Irish fillet of beef. Again, it all looks very well presented. So we'll see what it tastes like. So we've had our main course. We've now got our dessert, which we're both having the cheese. James ordered a medium rare steak, and when it arrived it was very well done, so he sent it back. And the table next to us also had the same issue, So I'm not sure whether they are cooking the steaks and letting them sit for a long time and they keep cooking. Anyway, he got a new steak fairly quickly and they delivered all of the veg again, so we had a table full of broccoli and spinach and chips twice over. But anyway, the second steak was much better. And now we're enjoying, I guess, our last supper on this ship, because I doubt we'll have breakfast in the morning, but we're wrapping it up with cheese. I have to say, even though we had a bit of a glitch with James's steak, that the service was fantastic in Epicurean, especially on the last night. And when we said we'd finished, the waitress was like, oh, no, you haven't had the chocolates yet, but we were completely stuffed. And as it turns out, in compensation, we didn't realise this, they didn't charge us for 2 glasses of wine that we had with our meal, which was just as well because they were the most expensive glasses that we had at £15 each. So that was very nice of them. We didn't ask for it, but they offered it. And as I say, the service was really good. It's just that they obviously had some issue with the steaks because, like I said, our neighbour's table had exactly the same meal and they had the same problem. We had a good laugh about that. But Epicurean was definitely a nice way to wrap up our final meal on the P&O Iona. Now, I hope that the ship tour has given you a sense of what it's like to be on the ship. In our first video, we did a room tour, so you can go back and watch that. I'll put a link to that, whichever side it is, so you can go and watch the room tour of our forward-facing cabin. And next week, we're going to share with you the 10 things that we really liked about being on P&O Iona and sailing with P&O for the first time, and 10 things that we didn't like so much. So make sure you join us next week as we head out on the road, well, on the sea again.
Ain't worried if I'm up by the lakeside. No, I don't really care what we do, 'cause everything just falls by the wayside when I take time with you. And my crazy phone up wanting to chase lights. No, I just want a table for 2.